So anyway, let's hear about it. Is everything you think you're going to? What am I trying to say? What's the capital of Bolivia? Do you think that there's
Argentina? That's a country.
Based on my experiences in there,
in the last 60 minutes, do you think that there's anything about the case that has validity?
I think sure. I mean, I can't make that speculation, or I can't confirm that right now. But I can say that what we felt in there wasn't our imagination. I went in there thinking, God, I just want to be home. This is a waste of my time. This is stupid, and why are we even doing this? And then, I started feeling stuff. Mm-hmm. It was just physical emotion or mental emotion, plus, sensation of goosebumps. I didn't, in fact, get goosebumps, but my hair was sticking up. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of like, I was walking around, and I would walk into these spots of that feeling.
Oh, really? So in the living room, you got up and felt those pockets of...
Yeah. I was sitting on the computer chair, on the little wheel-around chair, and I got up because Brian Miller said, hey, I got goosebumps, and I shined my light on his arm, and sure enough, man, both of his arms all the way up, which is...
Wow.
And he was like, I feel it. It's I've got goosebumps. I don't know what it is. It's not cold. I don't have chills, but I'm feeling something. And then, a little bit, maybe 30 seconds went by, and boom, I walked into it. I went around into the kitchen, and I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, dude.
In the kitchen?
In the kitchen.
Picked it up.
That's where I picked it up. He picked it up right before the kitchen. Uh-huh. There's a passageway that you can walk into the kitchen.
You're right.
He was in that little hallway area.
Yeah.
And I walked by him into here, and that's where I walked into it. Hmm. So, I don't know. And then, Lauren was about to cry. Seriously, literally. She was about to just... You know how when people are about to cry, their voice kind of cracks, and they kind of... You can tell that their passageways are opened up, and,
sure. And
it sounds different.
Right.
She was like, I'm gonna cry, and... It tripped me out, because right then is when my heart was like... I started feeling really anxious. I got a lot of anxiety. That was while I was sitting in the chair.
I want to ask you a question without really saying why when I ask it. How do you react to other people fighting in the room? What kind of response, physical response, does that elicit from you?
Usually I just shut up. I don't talk. I let them talk or argue.
Well, how does it make you feel, though?
It doesn't make me feel good. I feel, God, I wish I can say something, but, whatever I say, I'm going to get shut down, or, I can't do anything right now, and I just got to let them duke it out.
Okay.
But I get really uncomfortable feeling.
Is there any similarity between the uncomfortable feeling you felt in the room tonight and the uncomfortable feeling you have in front of other people's arguments?
I don't know. I didn't think about that. I wish I was experiencing that feeling right now so I could tell you for sure, but no, it was more anxiety, because I didn't get discomfort. Lauren was feeling really uneasy in the house before she felt like she was going to cry. Mm-hmm. With me, it was anxiety. Like, I get really anxious when I have to go to a meeting with all of the the CEOs of Barona, and I have to talk and present something. I get that feeling. I have to take a pill, Propapinol or whatever it's called. It calms my heart down. And that's what I got in there. It's not something that I ever get out of the blue. It's only when I'm put on the spot. Mm-hmm. And that's the feeling I had in there. Very briefly.
Any tightness?
Breathing-wise?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think that was due to all the pets, all the animals. Mm-hmm. It's warmer in there. It's muskier in there. It's really...
It's very musky.
It's a zoo with all the animals. I mean, there's cat hair, there's cat litter, there's rats in cages, there's birds, there's all that stuff. And sure, it felt heavy to me, dense. And that's what I'm attributing it to, is the pets. Mm-hmm. But maybe, I don't know if it is or not.
Well, Lauren expressed that she felt that kind of uncomfortable feeling that you get when you have to endure other people's hostility with one another in the room. you're not necessarily part of the argument, but you're not comfortable seeing other people really angry with each other. And it was that emotion that led to that sadness or that whatever strange feeling that led to her wanting to cry afterwards.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So, when she shifted from that to the feeling of she's about to cry, that I bet you if I had a stopwatch, it would have hit me the same time I started feeling anxious.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't feeling anything, nothing, fine, boom, anxious, and she was feeling uneasy, really uneasy, and all of a sudden, boom, I feel like I'm going to cry. Same time, same switch.
She described it as a negative energy, so, whatever. I guess that's what elucidated that discussion, because I asked her what she meant by negative, what a negative energy is, and that's how she described it. I mean, having to be in the presence of other people's negativity or hostility.
That makes total sense. And uneasiness.
You're right.
Yeah, that's kind of what I described when you ask me how do you react when people, I don't feel good. I feel like I uneasy, sure.
What about Brian Miller? When did that happen with his arm?
That was probably about a minute or two after she felt like she was going to cry, I think.
Okay.
I think, dude. It was just a few minutes ago, and I don't even remember.
But he was last in the sequence.
Yes, he was. He was last in the sequence. And then we were all kind of sharing the sequence together for a brief moment.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's interesting.
Did you feel any emotion in there at all?
Not a thing.
Not even the heaviness of the breathing?
No.
Really?
Mm-mm.
No, but we were also in a different room.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's even a grosser room. It's tighter, and there's more cat litter in there. And
Oh, it definitely felt dense in there, but that was the surroundings.
Yeah.
The
It
cup
was
that we were in.
really close.
security.
Whatever.